Okay, here we go, part 3. Hopefully we'll get through this. This is where we were at, but I'm going to go back 5 seconds just to refresh here. And now I'll start bumping ahead because this is a lot of standing around and talking and hiding and practicing officer safety and remembering their training on how to hide and use cover and remembering their training on how to secure a hallway and remembering their training how not to run into fire and get shot. However, they forgot their training about charging and attacking and engaging and killing an active shooter. That's the one part of the training that they seem to have forgot. Any cop that was there and wants to come on this channel and defend yourself, you are more than welcome. I will have you on and we will do a live and we'll take questions from the audience, and I'll be more than happy to hear your side and tell me how I got it wrong. So, if you don't come on, pretty much proves you're a coward. Not only would you not go freaking save children that are getting slaughtered, you won't even come on and admit you made a mistake or were wrong. Lots of standing around. Lots of doing nothing. Lots of guns. Lots of guns. Windows outside. Lots of cops. Lots of shields. This guy starts adding up his smoke grenade and tear gas. What are you going to do? You're going to tear gas the whole freaking... Who are you, the freaking Joker and Batman? You're going to freaking gas the whole freaking building? How many freaking canisters? He's in a freaking room. What the... Rick, why are you picking up? Whatever. I'm just... There's a lot of crazy shit here that I don't get. Lots of standing around, lots of video. Rick, at least give them credit. They held the hallway really good, and look at their tactics, and they have 3 long guns on him, and they're holding him in that room, and they're letting children die. They're not following their training to go engage the freaking shooter. I don't know how many times I have to say it. This guy's got his gun in his holster. You can tell he's pretty worried. Gun's in his holster. Wow, that's scary. Very dangerous situation. Very dangerous, Rick. You don't understand. Highly dangerous. Okay. Lots of talking, lots of running around, lots of 5-second bumps. Lots of talking. More long guns. More cops. Wow. And they're really outnumbered. Now, see, before I didn't understand how everybody was saying they were outgunned and they really needed to wait for backup. I always found that kind of odd, but now I get it. I mean, look, this isn't really a lot of cops. I mean, there's one guy with one gun. I mean, the numbers just aren't good enough. Okay? Their training is, I guess, they have to have 50 to 1. They need 50 cops there. They had over 50 cops there. There were over 200, maybe 300 cops that responded to this. Lots of standing around. Oh, wait a minute. We got movement here. All right, where are we going? So, I don't know who decided this, who's in control. I don't see anybody giving direction. This guy seems to take the lead and go forward. Okay, so to me, these two guys are more tactically sound just watching them move. They're staying together, staying out of each other's gun, and they're moving down a hallway. They're not hugging the wall. They're not, they're to me, are moving in a little bit more like meat eaters. These two guys got backpacks on. They're following them. They're together. These guys are doing really good jobs at hiding and officer safety. This guy picks up. See, usually it only takes somebody to make the example, and people will follow. I don't know if these guys were part of that Borak team, the Border Patrol. I don't know. Again, there's no information. So somebody that knows will be able to clear it up in the comments. I'm totally guessing. But at least they're doing something. 53 minutes later, they're doing something. Shocking. How many freaking cops? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wow. Wow. Holy shit. I could take over a small city with that force. Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? Wow. Left a shield here. Rick, they needed shields, and you don't understand. It was very dangerous. They left a shield. Okay. This guy's like, hey, where'd they go? Shit, I'm catching up. Screw these guys. I'm moving to the front. You go, boy. These guys are being really safe. This guy's turning his back, walking around like it's freaking, hey, look at me, I'm cool. I got a big gun, and I got 15 people behind me, and I got you guys. Shit, I'm safe. The kids are dying. The kids are bleeding out in here. There's a shooter in here. But you know what? I'm feeling pretty good. Perfect. Perfect. Wow. Wow. Lots of standing around. Lots of cool equipment though, huh? Everybody's got a nice cool equipment. Vest and straps and gas mask and police and sheriff. Gas, I mean, man, look at all this cool equipment. Man, these guys are really good. I always said equipment doesn't make a team. I know teams that were very effective and they didn't have the top of the line shit, but they had the middle mindset to wreak havoc, seek and destroy, and do what they were good at, even though they didn't have the good equipment. Do some bumping here. Okay, so these guys walking away, I'm okay with, because you have this many cops down there. I don't know if they're in on the planning, whatever. This guy appears to be the team leader of these four, and he's briefing and formulating a plan. So these guys right here, I'm okay with them, you know, either stacking up, or we're going to cover the window, or these guys have this. Let's go use this. Let's go get some So I'm okay with this. I don't know what they were doing. If they're talking about, you know what, there's too many cops in here, let's go out to the car and have a donut, then I'm not on their side. With more information, I may change my mind. Man, look at all this cool equipment, backpacks and helmets. Man, long guns and straps. And, man, cool. There's a lot of equipment. Somebody brought in a news. Is that a distraction tool? I don't know why he has a radio. I mean, I can see it as a distraction tool because they would put the radio on one deer, turn it on really loud, and that would distract, maybe make the shooter look at that door, and then they would enter through another door. So that's why I said, you know, what is this, a distraction tool to record? I'm not sure why he has this. Bumping, lots of talking, 56 minutes. We're still waiting for government. But we gave up our guns because they said they would protect us. We're waiting for government who told us we don't need guns. They will keep us safe. We gave up our guns because government is good and we should trust them. And they're all heroes. And they will protect us. And protect our kids in the schools we send them to when we're not there. Wow. Wow, people. Am I the only one that's like, everything I've been saying for the last 10 years is like right here in your face? If this doesn't prove it and you don't wake up, then you only have yourself to blame if you or your kids are in this situation later. Wow. I need to pause the video here. Remember, people, kids are still in here dying, and there is a shooter in here. Wow. Wow. Since I can't hear anything, I'm muting that background shit because it's just white noise static. I really don't see the purpose in it. Lots of standing. Oh, you know what the purpose is? I want to hear when the gunshots stop. So I'm bumping, lots of standing around, lots of talking, lots of utilizing cover, remembering that training, lots of staying in a safe position. They remember that training. Wow. The only training they forgot was to go attack the shooter and save the kids. Everything else they're doing pretty good. Yeah, freaking hallway. Okay, people, this is what we call a bottleneck, and this is what you call not having distance and discipline. It's one thing if they're Congo lining and you get like this for 5 seconds before you make entry. It's another thing to stand around like a bunch of sitting ducks. This guy could walk out this doorway and just shoot randomly and hit multiple cops because they're so close. It would be almost impossible for this guy, if he shot out here, to not hit a cop. So this is poor tactics. Rick, why are you picking on him? Why do you hate cops? Shut up, freaking idiots. Bumping and bumping and bumping and walking and relaxing, and this is cool, and kids are dying and kids are bleeding, and there's a shooter, and what do we do? And we need more cops, and we need to call for backup. And you know, what should we do? We have all this equipment, and how do we do it? And nobody's in charge. And I don't want to do anything. I don't want to get in trouble. And I don't want to, you know, do the wrong thing. And I should just stay down here. And there's kids dying and bleeding. And wow. Wow. Amazing. Amazing. How do you cops that are within this hallway sleep at night? How do you run around when you're writing somebody a ticket telling them how tough you are? Wow. Lots of walking around, turning your back on the threat. Like there's no threat. This guy walking around. He's walking around like there's no threat. But everybody's saying it was very dangerous. The cops were brave. They went in there and faced danger. Yeah, it looks pretty brave. I mean, nobody's fired around, nobody's tried to get in, and they're walking around with their back to the threat. Yeah, that's pretty dangerous. Man, I guess they are heroes. I got that one wrong, too. More cops, more long guns, more shields. Wow. More cops turning their back, walking like it's a day in the park. Taking selfies with all our cool equipment hanging everywhere. I'm surprised somebody ain't just broke out and started doing yoga. We have a guy over here doing yoga positions. We'll have a guy over here practicing his dance moves. We'll have a guy over here working out, doing some push-ups and jumping jacks. And this is just a big old party. Wow. Wow. What about the kids, Rick? What about the shooter in there and the kids bleeding, dying? What about them? Well, you need to ask the government that you put so much damn trust in about that shit. How about that? You should just give up your guns, because you'll be safe. If only government had guns, then we would be safe. Really? This is a perfect situation. Okay, so this guy starts waving the hands down, meaning be quiet. I'm assuming that's a clue that something's about to happen, and they want people to quieten down. What the hell's this guy got? Is this a sniper gun? What, is he got a flamethrower? What the fuck is that? Jesus Christ. Dude, you think you can get a longer gun to compensate for your feelings of shortness? Jesus Christ! Okay, for some reason, I think he's carrying a mat. We used to call it a sniper's mat. You roll it out. So in case you go on a roof or a rumpy area, you lay that out, you lay your gun down. So I'm assuming I'm going to take a swag here and say this guy's a sniper. Why would a sniper go inside with all these cops? I have no freaking clue. But he's there, showing off his gun, his cool gun to all his friends. Lots of equipment. Well, I thought they were going to go in. Let me bump it up. Hopefully I won't miss it. This guy was telling everybody to be quiet, and then nothing happened. La 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 la. Hey man, your equipment looks good. You too, man. You look good. You smell good. That's a nice gun. I like your vest. Where'd you get that, man? I like the color coordination on that camo water bottle. Yeah. Jesus. Just because somebody has equipment or has good equipment doesn't mean they're good. La la la, my gun's in my holster, I'm walking around. La la, my gun's in my holster, I got a helmet. La 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 la. My gun's to the back. Yeah, it's pretty dangerous. This is a very high-risk, dangerous situation, Rick. Why were you saying they were cowards? Why were you saying that they didn't follow through? Why did you saying that it's total bullshit they waited so long? Well, I think this video kind of shows that even though I didn't see the video, I think I was a little more right than wrong. Not that I like to toot my own horn, but in this case, I'll toot it. Because I called this shit from the beginning. It was bullshit. I'm still saying it's bullshit. All this equipment, man. Wow. Silencers, hanging. Man, I've been having all this shit in my car for years waiting to use it. And now I get to carry it around and look cool. I ain't using it, but I'm looking cool. I ain't doing shit, but I'm looking good not doing shit. Whatever. I hate a bunch of poser cops. Cops always run around, our job's dangerous, it's this and that. They don't even fucking make an arrest, they're out there writing tickets. And they get a chance to fucking go in and save kids. And they hide in the freaking hallway for 77 minutes. Are you kidding me? Outrageous. Just disgusting. Remember, people, I keep saying this. There are kids in here bleeding and dying and calling 911 and asking for help. And you're telling me not one of these cops knew any of this information? All these cops were totally out of communication. Nobody had any clue? I call bullshit again. La la la, I got my pink purple gloves. La la la, my gun's in my holster. Very dangerous situation. Very dangerous. La 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 la. Very scary. Very, very scary. Nervous, Rick. It was horrible. Man, I remember that Uvalde shooting, man. It was scary. We were outgunned. The guys just, man, we were just so outgunned. We didn't have enough training, and we didn't have enough equipment, and we didn't have enough radios. Very dangerous situation, Rick. If we just had more money and more cops, that would have went a lot different. Oh, okay. Really? Who's buying into that bullshit? Lots of talking. Lots of... Gee, I wonder why the police department and the city council didn't want this video released. I wonder why they want to censor all the radio traffic. I wonder why they want to censor all the body cams. Gee, if this is what we see from one video, can you imagine what we'd see from body cams and 911 calls? Wonder why they're hiding that. Rick, they just think it's too traumatic for us to see it, and they're trying to protect us because government is our friend and they're... Yeah, you're freaking idiot. Gotta get my gloves on, my gun's in my holster. My gun's in my holster. I got a radio. I got my gloves. This guy's walking away from the threat, holding his big gun. Wow. Rick, it was very dangerous in there. Those cops are heroes. They went in and risked their life. Really? Really? Is this what you guys' definition of risking your... Is this your definition of a hero and risking your life? Really, people? Why do you hate cops? Whatever. Call it like I see it. There is enough freaking equipment in this freaking school to open up a freaking tactical store for a large metropolitan city. It is freaking crazy how much equipment they had. Rick Tatum said they needed backup and they did. Okay, whatever. Lots of standing around, lots of talking, lots of pointing, lots of communication. Man, it looks like we're busy, right? If you're going to be ineffective and you don't know what to do, act like you're doing something. Let's point and talk and pull out our gear, and we'll just act like we're doing something. We'll feel, yeah, okay, perfect. Ah, there's the master key. Remember when they said they had to wait for a master key? That's what we call a master key, a sledgehammer. Somebody brought them a sledgehammer. No one has checked the door to even see if it's locked. and we need a sledgehammer. Wow. Wow, that's thinking ahead. Man, these guys are prepared. All this equipment and long guns and silencers and vests and water packs and tear gas. And man, these guys are really good. Wow. Man, I don't know why people are talking shit about them. They did a great job, and it was a dangerous, scary situation. An hour and 20 minutes into this video, people. And not one cop has fired one round. Wow. Wow. Rick, as soon as the SWAT team got there, they grabbed people and they ran in and killed the shooter. Really? Because I'm not seeing that yet. Oh, there's somebody running. I'm sorry, I spoke too soon. Somebody was running. News at 11. Officer runs. Save the day. Look at all these cops in this freaking hallway. Jeez. Okay, did I go past something? Okay, again, the audio's off, so the firing started before you saw the reaction. None of these guys knew they were making entry. Total lack of communication. Everybody reacted. And how did they react? They moved away. Rick, they were heroes. Okay. They ran away. Rick, they were heroes. They went in and killed. Okay. All the cops. See, pussy cops always like to hang their hat on the meat eaters that are out there doing the shit. I tell that story where that dude let those two dogs out on us and we were already in the yard. They attacked my one partner. I shot the dog. And the other dog attacked me and I shot him. And when I turned around, half of my freaking team never came in the gate. And they called us crazy for going in because we were serving a warrant. The guy ran. And they called us crazy because we ran in. And they were on the outside standing out there. And then later they would be telling stories about, yeah, man, we did this warrant, man. And you know, we had to kill these two dogs. And it was really, yeah, me and Daddy killed a bear, but Daddy shot it. All these guys will be telling, we went in and got the shooter. I don't believe that bullshit. I've heard too much bullshit over the years, people. Sorry. I think that this guy's like the designated hall monitor. I mean, I don't know who the hell this guy is, but he's like got to take the sledgehammer. He's been holding these people back. He's Mr. Whatever. Yet you're really good about being in charge of the safety Sallies and the safety pussies down here hiding. Man, you're really good at that. Where the fuck were you an hour ago when you should have said, let's go in and kill this piece of shit? You're really good with your blue gloves now, but you pretty much suck the rest of the time. I ain't cutting any of these guys no slack. Look, it's a rapidly evolving situation with limited information. There's going to be confusion. There's going to be inaction. There's going to be stepping over. There's not going to be perfect communication. I get it, people. Don't come here and try to tell me how I don't get it. I get it. I've been there. I've done that. I don't want to hear this bullshit excuses. Their training is to go in and kill the shooter immediately. And they didn't do it. They waited an hour and 20 minutes. They waited 77 minutes. I don't care what time you put on it. Watching this video should be a huge education on why you never give up your gun and expect government to protect you. Because they will fail you just like they failed these kids. All right? We'll end that there. Hope y'all enjoyed it.